Well, in my view, it is completely appalling that Putin is trying to hold the world to ransom, and he's essentially weaponising hunger and lack of food amongst the poorest people around the world. We simply cannot allow this to happen. Putin needs to remove the blockade on Ukrainian grain. We will do all with our allies and partners to get the grain out of Ukraine and supply the rest of the world. The reason that we have put sanctions in place is because of the appalling war that Putin has perpetrated in Ukraine, and we need to cut off the funding for that war. We need to ensure Putin loses in Ukraine. What we cannot have is any lifting of sanctions, any appeasement, which will simply make Putin stronger in the longer term. What we have seen taking place in Russia is their economy being dragged back at least 15 years. The services that were once available are no longer available. We're seeing massive de-investment by the free world into Russia. We were always clear that sanctions would take time to operate. It's absolutely crucial we follow through on cutting off the Russian gas supply and oil supply into Europe and making sure that they are no longer able to fund Putin's war machine. And that's why I made it clear in my opening statements that we're in it for the long haul. These are measures that will ultimately see Putin unable to fund the appalling weaponry he's been using in Ukraine, and will ultimately debilitate the Russian economy. It's vital that here in Bosnia and Herzegovina we double down on protecting peace and preventing this country from backsliding into conflict. This country's tragic history is a reminder of what happens when we fail to stand up to aggression. Things get worse, they don't get better. The Srebrenica genocide, the siege of Sarajevo were just two of the atrocities that left us appalled. We said never again, that we would never let this happen in Europe again. And yet what we are seeing today in this country are signs of Russian interference which risk plunging us back into those dark days. This must be stopped, and the United Kingdom stands with our friends in this country to stop this from happening.